I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, I don't know why I tried to do this, and by way of explanation, tells her life story. We're in book 2. Previously in Do the Wrong Thing, aka last week, appearance conscious Ava gets a black roommate and feels alone at an orientation event. I'll put my questions at the end. 2 days later, another orientation event, a dance for 3 residences only. Macklin, my co-ed one, the boys' hall called Lawrence, and the girls' Robinson. I follow signs through a maze of hallways and up staircases to find the entrance. It's in one of those huge spaces with an accordion wall that turns it into 2 separate rooms. The wall is pulled back. Right inside the door, a girl sits on a long wooden table checking IDs. Beneath her feet, under the table, a large, frothy-edged puddle of beer. Loudspeakers on the stage at the other end of the room blast music similar to the Stray Cats. Half-hearted lights send out slivers of color. Clumps of students, all clutching red plastic cups, collect in groups. Everywhere beer puddles, more than people. I find some Macklin Hall students. We stand around uncertainly, then leave to go to a campus bar. I can drink a lot. I've been practicing since I decided to become a writer. Writers drink. I'm careful, though. The goal is writer, not drunk. Straight whiskey or scotch when I can, and beer when they're not available. I hold my liquor like a cowboy in a Western. I don't drink when I'm driving, of course, and this is not about fun. I'm with students of all ages at this pub, including grad students. It's better than the dance. We sit at a table and talk. Well, they do. A tall, thin blonde, a biology student, a year older than me, asked me to dance. He's good looking, quiet, shy. I move my hips awkwardly. I haven't danced in 2 years. When things started going bad with Mom, I will not be like her, I swore. Mom loves to dance. She's like Cinderella when she's going out, happy, excited, laughing. Dad hates it. We come back to the table. I sip my beer. What? Everyone starts laughing. I spit out a slimy glob, see the transparent layer on top of my beer. An awkward grad student named Gilead leans over. It's Lube, he says, as the group continues to laugh. You're a freshman. This is what happens, someone else addresses my disgust. It's true. I've heard of these orientation week pranks. I smile weakly. The oiliness in my mouth grosses me out. Someone gives me a fresh beer, which I drink quickly. Perfection. This is my goal. Thin, attractive, polite, and subservient. Afterwards, I write. I apply makeup in a rural, small-town manner. 3 coats of black mascara, shiny lip gloss, and a touch of rouge. I wear loose, flowing shirts or Indian cotton dresses. My underwear is delicate, flesh-colored or white. I try not to look disapprovingly at my roommate's black bra. Her skin is black, so it doesn't mean she's a slut, right? And what if she is? She's not. I need to stop thinking like a Catholic. I wouldn't wear a black bra. Part of me wishes I was brave enough to wear a black bra. I'll let my nipples shine through the thin fabric of a top, or if my shirt falls open and you can see those nipples chafing against the hard lace of a delicate beige good girl bra, that's okay. What? Oh, I didn't notice. I can always demur. Most of the women at Birmingham have an easiness of style, a non-style. Clothes are not important to them, it seems, yet I can tell that I couldn't afford what they wear. New, unpilled Brooks Brothers, Ralph Lauren, LL Bean. I still go to church. I can walk to one about 10 minutes away or take a bus to the cathedral downtown. No one here goes to church, well, except Celeste, but I'm embarrassed about it while she isn't. Why do I go to church? If I'm evil, I'll go to hell anyway. At least I'm not consciously evil. Skipping mass would be consciously sinning. I hold my head high, staring down at anyone who might criticize me for the way I dress, for going to church. I'm not ashamed of being a country girl. Woman, I mean. Celeste moves out. Floor captain tells me that she's gone, but she doesn't say where Celeste went or why. Oh, I say. My parents won't sign it, I tell the man in the financial aid office. I hand him the declaration form. Can I get a lawyer to make them? I address the stubby, flat office carpet, then look up. The man waves his arm around. That'd be difficult, he says. More trouble than it's worth. He's a perfect, emotionless official. I nod. If my parents signed, my tuition and most of my living expenses would be covered. I remember my mother's face, both when she got the original financial aid papers and when I gave her this declaration in August. Inquisitive, frowning. It's the same face she makes when she's bent over the ledger for the farm. No, she had said finally. She hadn't said anything about the original financial aid papers. I knew she wouldn't sign. I mean, there was never any question that they'd give me money for school. It was my choice to leave home, to choose university instead of the more affordable and practical college bookkeeping. The government says we can afford to pay half your education, but that's not true. My parents never did say that. The government is always pushing expenses onto the citizens. The government is unusually cruel to farmers and rural folk. I know this. Everyone does. Of course, the government says that my parents have more money than they actually do. I nod at the man. Okay, I say. Macklin Hall. Each floor has a common area, and we're all allowed to use any common area we want, though most people stick to their own floor. Ours has a TV with a bunch of couches facing it, and a sort of kitchen off to the side, a microwave, sink, and some cabinets. On the day I move in, the cabinets are empty, but it doesn't take long before dishes and cutlery from the cafeteria migrate there, along with ramen noodle packages and instant coffee. The couches are industrial. The sides polished wood, and the backs large planks covered in the same sturdy beige fabric as the cushions that lean against them. They've probably been cleaned, but they have that "I'll never be clean again" quality. The desks my dad made for Sandra and I would be right at home with these couches, minus the "I will never be clean again" characteristic. Huh. Should I be happy he made such sturdy things, or sad that he furnished our rooms with industrial objects? Though co-ed, there are girls' floors and boys' floors, staggered like a gender layer cake.